Hi, and this is the activity for week 2, Tap Into Your Senses. So, this week, I want you to listen to Prince's 1985 album, Around the World in a Day. And the reason I've picked this album is because it engages all of the senses. It is a very colorful album. There are a lot of interesting instruments and sounds that Prince uses on this album. It is just a cacophony of music and feelings and colors, and even just looking at the album cover. I mean, take some time, look at the cover this week and look at all the different vibrant colors he uses, the characters that are portrayed there, from someone ascending a ladder into heaven to a woman weeping into a handkerchief. There is just a wide range of emotions and characters and colors that Prince included in this 1985 album that was the follow-up to Purple Rain. So this week, I want you to interact with that album. So however you access music, through your streaming service, or if you own the album, whether you're on Apple Music or Spotify, however you do it is fine. That part is up to you. But what's important is that you listen to the album from beginning to end. And as you do it, I want you to actually actively interact with the album. So that could entail, getting a set of markers and coloring, or just doodling as you're listening to the songs. You could even just use your body and use movement and dance as you're listening to the album. That's a great way to interact with music. So you could also paint, which is what I did in my month of exploring the senses. I did watercolor painting, so you could paint. There are a lot of possibilities this week in terms of the readings that we're offering, and that's because we have a lot of senses and a lot of possibilities for interacting with them. And there are readings too that will give you hints about how to listen deeply to something, and that will help you if you read that before you listen to Around the World in a Day. So notice all your senses as you move through your days this week, and reflect on what you learn in your journal. Don't forget your sixth sense, that little niggling feeling in your stomach. That's a very important sense, and Prince often talked about being in tune with that. So tapping into our senses is really the fastest way to get back into the present moment. And you can do that if you're find yourself this week up in your head or overthinking or ruminating. A great way to snap out of that is to bring yourself back into your body by noticing something with your senses. So whether it's lighting a candle and smelling that scent, or whether it is even just noticing the sensation in your hands, just paying attention to it for a few seconds, saying, oh, I feel that tingling, that warmth in my hands. That is a sensation that can bring you back into the present moment. And being in the present moment is something that Prince excelled at and is essential to living like Prince. So let's all enjoy tapping into our senses, listening to this colorful, sensory explosion of an album, listening actively by engaging, doodling, painting, drawing, dancing as you're experiencing the album. And then come on back to the Facebook group and tell us, how are you experiencing Around the World in a Day this week? All right, have fun. Bye.